Welcome to another Baby Theater. Today, we're going to actually be talking about the ABCs and where they came from. Specifically, capital letters. You see, long ago, an ancient civilization on another planet, there were some aliens there. And there were two specifically that really rivaled on, what they were going to do. So one was named J. Evan, and one was named Zyron. And they kind of fought, rhetorically, without really saying much. But the other person would always, think they were right. Well. Yeah. One day, the whole planet exploded, and both aliens floated into space. That's not what really happened. You see what really happened. Is aliens invented the ABCs. Capital letters, specifically. And then aliens taught us, and they said, one thing you need to do is every time you use our language, you just have to put a little asterisk in there saying, thank you, space race, And so now we're not doing that. We're like free, free arts or whatever. And so one day, the aliens looked at us and were like, "Oh, what the heck? You're using our language. You're using our language. You're not even paying for it. You don't even have licensing for it. You're using it in all your products." So they're like, obviously, we're gonna just laser anybody that does it, turn them into goo. Into space goo. Oh, you want more? Okay. Here, let me set you up for Victor. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, look at that. You like that? So then, they came down. They started space gooing people. Started turning them inside out. And it was pretty insane because everybody was like, "Why are you doing this?" And they were like, "Copyright infringement, bro." And really, everybody was involved, So, but yeah, you could tell it was kind of like everybody because there were a lot of people that were just getting their skin turned inside out, face melted off, the works. Rib cage outside, inside, inside, outside, like this, this would be your rib cage outside, And go, and then this is the people with the rib cage on the outside. They actually have to eat with their rib cage. I mean, there's still that skin all over. Yeah. So then there's a little group that banded together. They were really the only people that noticed this, because it wasn't like a large scale, like everybody. Just really the most notable offenders, And so then what they did was they became those people. They were like, oh, now we're the author, of this book. And then to do that, they actually had to become them. So they had to bring some alien in and basically just dress them up just like them. And, some people noticed. Most people didn't though. Most people didn't really care. But hardcore fans, they would know. But there was a small group. They were like, "Oh, we gotta stop this. We gotta stop these aliens." And what they would do is they would kind of track down, just like the aliens would track down, and they would try to like intercept. They would try to intercept. And so what they would do is they would get in there and they would go and they would find, and they would basically find that person and they would basically like stake them out, and wait for the aliens to come to try to, melt their face off. And one day they actually did it. They found an alien and they were like, "Oh man, here he comes. This is going to be like the alien assassin, the alien assassin guy." And they went and they found him. And what happened was they actually started talking to him, and he's actually a really nice guy. And he was just kind of like, "Hey, this is what's kind of happening. I mean, this is my job. I don't really, it's nothing personal, And they were like, "Yeah, we get it. But, don't do it, Don't do it. Let's find a different way." So they said, "Well, what different way, And they said, "Well, there's like, they could purchase the license after maybe." And they're like, "Well, it is, 13 gajillion." And they're like, 13 gajillion. So, that's where fonts came in. Because the original thing was that you couldn't use their ABCs, right? But when it came to fonts, they have little differences in there. Preventing the copyright. What? So yeah, if it's straight up ABCs, don't publish that. If it's fonted, then it's gonna be a little better. It's gonna be a little better. You won't get your face melted off. So that's how fonts were invented. Calligraphy, that's where that came from. There's a lot of different things, and and that way nobody gets their face melted off. But there are a couple times where they send something else after you. It's actually called can't remember what it's called. I think it's like what is it? What is it again? Is it what was it? What was it, Miles? I can't remember. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was. Does that taste good? Is that delicious? Is that as delicious as my ream? Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, that's all they call it. They just call it. And it comes out and it has all these tentacles. And it's like, and what it does is it inserts, its tentacles. And then once it inserts it, it's like, it like drains out their brain. It's pretty hardcore. Like once their brain's gone, then the creature can then write whatever they want based on their works, So, it's pretty intriguing, really, how it works. I kind of want one, I think it'd be cool. Hang around the house, tentacles everywhere, They sound pretty cool. Miles, what would you say? Do you want one? Would you be able to feed it? You gotta take responsibility for your pets. Oh, maybe we'll get one. Oh, you getting sleepy? Yeah. I'm getting sleepy now. Yeah. Oh yeah, the moon. It is tasty. Well. But yeah, so that's the story of the ABCs. That's the history of the capital letters. The lowercase letters was basically an attempt to recreate that language, right? But over time it happened so that having such that people use both anyway. Capital letters, lowercase letters. That's why it doesn't make sense. Why there's capital letters or lowercase letters, or like who cares? It's just letters, right? It's communication of language. Why mix and match, right? But they tried to fix it with lowercase letters, and then they just kind of kept the uppercase letters. But yeah, fonts, calligraphy. That's where that comes from. Ah. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time.